My beloved child, I have chosen you and positioned you as my soldier to carry out my purposes. I'm declaring this over you, that you are called and equipped, not just spiritually, but also practically and tangibly. I have brought you into a pivotal season, and it is time for you to step into your divine assignments. I have taken you through the fires of affliction to train and prepare you. There were times you doubted if it was me leading you, or just your own fleeting desires. But remember, I planted those dreams and visions within you. I ordained your steps before you were even formed in your mother's womb. Now the desires and plans I birthed in your spirit, I have favored them. This is your era. This is your moment. Look around and see that I am already opening doors of opportunity supernaturally before you. The land I have promised is being handed over to you. Your job is to walk in boldly and possess it. If there are still skills or practical steps needed for the task, then waste no time. Start operating as if you are already living in your promise. Begin practicing. Let your actions line up with your faith. Work diligently as this season unfolds, because there will be a performance when your gifts make room for you. Remember my servants like Joshua and Caleb. I instructed them to send spies into Jericho to scope out the land I had already given them. The report came back confirming that it was indeed flowing with milk and honey, exactly what I had promised. Yet my people still had to exercise their faith, visualizing their feet standing firm on that soil. They had to see themselves conquering that territory despite the realities before their natural eyes. I needed them to align their actions with my vision for them in order to receive the fullness of my best. So too, my child, you must let bold faith rise up on the inside of you. You must take ownership of all I have spoken through visions, dreams, and prophecies about your purpose. You may be afraid or feel ill-equipped, yet I need you to proceed anyway. The enemy will attempt to cloud your judgment and send confusion the minute you start moving towards your destiny. Disregard those lies and anchor yourself to my truth. Crucify your raging flesh and unbelief. Be willing to sit with the discomfort, anger, doubt, or humiliation that may arise. Then let me fill your spirit with my supernatural peace and wisdom, drowning out those deafening voices. Allow my grace and power to flood your soul, strengthening you. For the second you step out into the assignments I have called you to, my empowering presence will overtake you mightily. Suddenly you will find yourself operating in gifts and talents you did not know you had. Things will start flowing from you effortlessly that used to seem impossible. It may not all look elegant at first, but know that I am working through you effectively. This is my grace on display. In that weakness, my strength will be perfected. Understand, my child, I need laborers right now who are simply willing and obedient. I need those who will trust me to equip them supernaturally. Mere skills and qualifications are not enough. As you walk boldly in faith, I myself will anoint you for every good work I prepared for you. I will accelerate your training supernaturally. Growth and maturity that should have taken years or decades will be condensed into months and weeks. You will shine brilliantly for my glory, rising above others in your field. For this is my ordained calling and destiny upon your life that I am now awakening and activating, declares the Lord. My child, you may argue saying you still lack clarity about my plans for you or have yet to hear my voice guiding you towards an assignment. But deep in your spirit, you know good and well. The dream I embedded that has yet to come to pass. You understand clearly what I have been prompting you towards over and over again. You already discern my destiny knocking, though fear and intimidation have kept you paralyzed from moving forward. The desires I seared into your heart have remained dormant due to doubt and anxiety, but no more. The timidity and cowardice ends today, for now is your era of boldness. For such a time as this, I have raised you up and strengthened you. As I did with Esther, I am depositing my courage in you to stand against the armies of darkness threatening your divine purpose. Partner with me now to release your gifts, talents, and ideas out into the world without further delay. My beloved, I cannot emphasize this enough. Now is the time to run vigorously towards every single assignment I have called you to. No more distractions, no more delays. We will trample every enemy threatening your destiny together. Partnership is key. Abraham had to war with me in faith against all odds to receive the promise of his son Isaac coming forth through Sarah's barren womb. Though his physical body and Sarah's womb were lifeless and good as dead when I decreed this, still he persisted in hope. He continued offering praises and thanksgiving to me, as if the miracle baby had already arrived. And so a year later, little Isaac was cradled in his arms. The promise seemed impossible in the natural, but nothing, no power in heaven or earth could stop what I had spoken. So too, walk boldly in obedient faith with every promise I have uttered over your life. Rise up in praise as you wait to see my word come to pass. Even if your mind and body argue against my declarations, offer thanksgiving anyway. Never let go of the certainty that what I have spoken will come to fruition in due time. For I am the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. I do not change. My promises do not expire. In your waiting, even while storms rage on around you, keep gazing ahead with unwavering expectation. Victory is assured, breakthrough is destined. For I am already preparing the next chapter of greater fruitfulness, intimacy with me, fulfillment, joy, abundance, and destiny. My beloved child, keep this eternally etched upon your heart. I will fulfill every single promise I have declared over your life. I procure and protect destiny. Therefore, reject fear and move ahead boldly into your calling. For I go before you to secure the victory. Freely invest your time, energy, and resources into my kingdom's advancement and leave the rest to me. For I ensure full return upon every seed sown and labor offered unto my purposes. I eternalize all noble investments into my work. Yes, challengers will rise up fiercely to oppose my will as I prompt you in obedience. But fix your eyes solely on me, not them. I intentionally position giants in your path for your faith and tenacity to be tested. Yet I have already equipped you with more than enough spiritual weaponry and power from on high to decimate those obstacles. We will tear down walls of resistance together as one unified force, opening up highways of destiny full of my glory, life, and freedom. So, my beloved, now is the era to surge ahead in a consecrated life, absolute surrender, diligent prayer, and radical action oriented by my Spirit. For the short window of time you have left, labor intensely with eternal motivation, always anchoring your works. Soon you will transition into the fullness of your inheritance in my manifested kingdom, receiving the reward of my affirmation. Well done, my good and faithful servant. You stewarded my talents masterfully and multiplied them. But my child, you argue, saying I cannot use you powerfully because of your past sins, failures, and shortcomings. You insist my destiny and assignments are reserved only for the spiritually strong, emotionally healthy, educated, influential, and qualified. You disqualify yourself, rationalizing that once you reach some imaginary benchmark of maturity, intimacy with me, or competency, then I will entrust you with greater responsibility and authority. Yet by heavenly design I specifically choose the foolish, weak, and lowly things of this world to display my surpassing glory and power. So cease striving. Your inadequacies, coupled with desperate dependence on me, attracts my anointing and grace, which alone qualifies you to accomplish my will. Paul persecuted my children, yet still I commissioned him after his radical conversion to bear my name before all nations. I forged Peter, the fearful denier, into the head of my church. Young David's complete trust and wholehearted devotion to me empowered him to triumph against expert warrior Goliath. Esther risked her life by heeding my urgent call when no one else would dare stand in the gap, and Rahab the harlot showed greater faith in my chosen tribes in battle, as she protected their spies at personal cost. So silence those condemning voices assaulting your mind, my beloved. Your unique design, personality, background, and past experiences are what make you perfectly suited for this next chapter. I intentionally allowed those storms, traumas, sins, failures, delays, and deficiencies in your life thus far for such a time as this, to cultivate perseverance, wisdom, and dependency on me. Now I call you to boldly steward my authority and advance my kingdom. The training period lasting years and decades is over. The hour for promotion has come. Ready yourself now for supernatural empowerment and exponential impact in the world. For I declare you are anointed and appointed, and I am accelerating you into greater spheres of authority for my name and renown.